Hi, it's Matt, and this is how we built a bar on a hovercraft. I'll start with an apology. I've got a sore throat, so this isn't going to be the smoothest voiceover ever. But here's the hovercraft we were using. Somehow we had to get some kind of beer pump and all the other bar stuff secured to the hovercraft so it didn't go everywhere while moving about. Luckily, Mark, who owned the hovercraft, offered to knock up a bar with some spare wood he had, and you can see it laying across the width there. It was mostly me, Mark and Jonty who put the bar together with some help from Tom, Rob and Kate. We used ratchet straps to attach the bar to the hovercraft's handles because the vehicle's mostly made up of fiberglass, so we didn't really have any other options. Jonty bought a beer pump for us to use, the Pint 365. It's designed so it can clamp onto a table and uses bag-in-a-box beer, which is great because we had to keep the weight on the craft down too, and a big metal keg would not have helped the situation. It seemed reasonably sturdy, which was good enough for me, so Tom double-checked it was in a position where he could actually reach everything while serving. I'm glad we had that wooden table, because that meant we could drill holes and attach the menu and cameras and stuff. Without it, we really wouldn't have had many options. Everything light was attached using bungee cords so it couldn't fly off and get caught in the fan at the back. That included a bar blade for opening the bottles, and the two long reach arms Tom had, one for the card reader and one for the grabber so he can pass the drinks off to the customers. Here's what we ended up with on board the hovercraft. We had the box of beer on the right hand side, and then the spirits, mixers and cups on the left hand side to balance it out, and they're all in a box to stop them rolling all over the place. The beer pump is there clamped to the table. You can see the ratchet straps attaching everything to the hovercraft. And then we had GoPros everywhere. We had the view that we're looking at now from on top of the fan. We had one on the table in front of Tom, one on Tom, then a GoPro Fusion 360 on the end, so then that can look at Tom serving and look at the customer who's picking it up. Along with that, we had a mic on the right-hand side pointing towards the customer in a vain attempt to try and get any audio from them. You know what? Didn't work very well. Hovercraft are loud. And Tom had a mic on him as well. With that many cameras and mics, we had to take care to sync them properly to help make the edit easier.
Sync clap 1. Sync clap 2. Let's do it.
And with that, we were ready for Tom to go on his first trip in the Hover Inn. We weren't quite sure how any of the cameras were going to fare because there's a lot of vibration on this thing. And as you can see, this camera drooped a little bit, but everything else did quite well. To finish it off, I was running along after Tom with a camera. I was using the Osmo Pocket, which is gimbal stabilised, which was really useful because I was running along in the wind coming out of the hovercraft, being buffeted around. So that allowed us to still get a stable picture. There we go, that's how we filmed it. Thanks to Mark from Accelerate, Rob, Jonty and Kate for making this possible. I'm at MattGrayS on all the socials. I've got t-shirts at shop.mattg.co.uk and hit subscribe so you don't miss my next video.